What's going on, guys? Klutch here. Once again, welcome back to Oakfield Farm? Oakfield Farm, that's right. Man, we got a couple things to do today, of course. As always, you know how it is, life on the farm. Always got something to do down here, it seems like. Well, first of all, of course, I need to get some oat. That was kind of where I wanted to be today. So we got some field work to do, some planting to do today. Yeah, we'll be on top of that. And first thing, though, we need to kind of fix a bit of a boo-boo that I made. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I got nothing. I don't know. I really don't got anything to say other than that. We'll check that out right away. All right, let's get into this, guys. Bitter batter.
Klutch simulations.
So yesterday, when we left off, we had just finished plowing and fertilizing that that big field. That's gonna be my organic oat field per se. Now, what I didn't really realize was how tight this was. Number one, come on. No, I lost powers in this already. You Klutch, you maroon. Let's see if I can get this thing out of here. You dummy. I put this metal tank trailer in the worst possible spot, didn't I? There we go, I think. No. Can I clear it now? See, these trailers do not allow you to turn any sharper than that. Okay, there we go, we're clear. Can I get all the way around? No, I'm gonna go around the farm. Anyways. It never ends. Always something messed up. You see why I like the American farms, because they're just so much bigger. Now, like I said, we did some fertilizing, and we did, what did we do? Oh yeah, we plowed that field. Now, I would have liked to have put the manure and the slurry down before I got to where I was there. Oh, you know what? This has got fertilizer already in it. Darn it. That's alright, we'll leave it back in the pit here. But unfortunately, I kind of spaced it. I looked at the map and it said, yeah, it needs plowing. So, whatever, I'll plow it first. And I figured we're going to cultivate anyways before we finish or we start seeding. Can I get rid of this? There we go. Thank you. So, putting the manure down afterwards wasn't a big deal. What I didn't notice was that it needed to be limed as well. Man. So not only did we have to fertilize it after it was plowed, I mean, that should have been done beforehand, right? I mean, you want to have that stuff on the ground before so it gets all absorbed in. And now I'm liming after I've plowed and after I have manured and fertilized and everything else. Just not great. Not a very smart position I'm in right now. Anyways, so we're gonna go take care of that. That's all right. I mean, what do you do? I'm just sometimes miss things, and that's the map. I'm gonna blame it on the map, guys. I'm totally blaming that one on the map. That did not. I didn't see it as an option when I first looked at it. I was like, oh yeah, that's not a problem. We've got it's just plowing. That's all it requires. And then I'm like, oh yeah, but we need to fertilize that first. And then as soon as we got halfway plowed, I went and took a look at the map again, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's still lime that needs to be put on this thing. All right, there we go. So you can see here, look at this way this showed up. So the brown that we're in front here, that is all the manure we put down. That looks great. Now the stuff that's green, well, that's the slurry. However, it doesn't really show up. The stuff that's right in front of us, you can see where it is, where the cutoff line is for manure. But if it's in the distance, it shows up as grass. I think we had that problem on southern farming too, actually. All right, so let's set this all up, and we should be able to do that. Let's get a little bit longer width out of there. Perfect. So, yeah, organic field. Yeah, it's still organic, I suppose, right? Lime isn't a chemical by any means, is it? I don't think so. You still got to lime a field, so still an organic field. It's just I would have liked to have had this lime down before I plowed and did all that fun work. That's just would have been nicer. What do you do? So we're going to get this done. I've got the Kloss working up across the way here. He's on another field working away. It won't take him that long to get through that field, I don't believe. It's a smaller field. He's just plowing that one. They all needed to be plowed. I totally spaced that. I had all my fields come due at the exact same time. And they're all going to need lime as well, so I'll just be getting some workers to work on that at some point here, and we'll get that done. It won't take long to lime. Liming is so fast, thankfully. You got a limer or a proper spreader like this. I don't think there's anything that's slow about liming. I think they're all pretty quick, are they not? That's a nice one thing about this one, though. It does do double duty. We can do fertilizer or we can do lime off this. And it doesn't matter. It's all good. Perfect. Excellent. All right, well, I got a hay bale or a straw bale to pick up in the middle there still. That figures. All right, so we're almost wrapping it up. Getting there slowly. You got one more little bit up here. You know what? I only used 10%. I did not use any lime at all. We'll go up here to the top and take a look and see how our Kloss is doing after we get this last little piece done. There's not much left here anyways. Maybe we can, I don't know if it's worthwhile or not. We may just go and grab the planter and get to work, or the seeder I should say. I can't quite get it all. Look at this rock here. Wow, look at that. You can tell we got some uneven terrain, that's for sure. That's it, that's all. We've got these trees in the middle. Ah, man, I did a lap around them instead this time. I kind of changed up my usual process of how I go about it. It seemed to work out okay. I don't know. I don't know if that's... You know what? We need to cut those down. That's what we need to do. Alright, so we were down 88% still left of this. I'm going to have so much left over. It's such a pain. I don't know where I'm going to store it all now. Let's just get this last little bit here that I missed. I missed a couple little splooches here and there. One there. Get the birds over here. And one right about there. Perfect. We can turn that off at least. Even though I'd probably just leave it on so I waste some. So our worker is going in circles right now, which is always my favorite thing for them to do. Instead of advancing down the field, he is going back and forth on the same section of land. Fantastic. He's already gotten stuck on the tree once here. Yeah, just great. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thanks, bud. You're great. I'm tempted just to go and lime this anyways. You know what? We might as well. We'll work on the backside over here. Down here, we'll work towards him. You know what? I'm just going to start right here. It doesn't matter. And he can plow it as he gets closer. I've got to go reset him anyways. He's going the wrong way, as usual, so, so you go and even do a headland for these guys, and they still can't figure out what they're doing. I'm telling you, it's painful. Alright, let me finish this. I'm going to run over there and go take care of that guy. I need to get a headland done first, and I'll go take care of whatever he's got going on over there. Never ends. It never ends. I think we are caught back up as far as our liming goes. I've got, what is he? The dudes is over on the far field behind us there. He's working away over there. We're almost caught up. Like we got halfway through this field, as you can see over on the right there. We kind of bypassed each other. I think that'll be okay. We got to cultivate this anyways. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Well, so we're just going to keep on plowing through this to make sure we get that extra bonus. I want to make sure this whole field is plowed. And so we're using the Kloss, obviously. Now, this plow I've got, we've had this since the get-go on Oakfield here. And it's a John Deere, I think it's an 8-meter plow. It kind of looks like a cultivator, to be perfectly honest. I don't mind it because it's nice and straight rather than the kind of angular plows you get in-game. I don't mind this one. However, it's a bit slow. Like our speed's at, what, 8 miles per hour? I still like the Weba. Guys, I really like the Weba. I don't know. I was hoping to find something a bit different that would work. But this one does feel ridiculously slow. Now, this is bigger, I believe, by maybe half a meter. I think it might be half a meter or maybe even a full meter over the Weba. But it's just so slow. Oh, man. Now, the other problem I've ran into is our workers do not like this field. So they keep on trying to go back and redo the exact same thing they've done. So I've had to go and take control of them, and I'm just doing it myself. Even with course play, I kept on getting problems where they couldn't figure out the corners. And I don't know if it's a problem with the plow, but they couldn't turn sharp enough. I don't know what happened there. I've kind of given up. I'm just enjoying driving the Kloss around, getting a little time in it. But he should be done right behind us there. I think that field is all but finished. I can bring him over. I think that Dudes is strong enough, powerful enough to handle this plow. I wouldn't mind getting him to finish this up. I want to get to planting some oats right away here, and I kind of need the cloths to do that. That cedar is a little bit too much, I think, for the Dudes. Oh, man, that was supposed to be our like decent tractor for a while, and it just didn't work out for us. We have that Amazon planter, or the cedar, I should say. It's a bit too big for that tractor, I think, with the hills, especially on field. I think it's 2. Is it field 2? The one on the far side. It's got all the hills on it. It's just so hilly. I basically need to use the cloths. I think it's the only option. I'm almost debating actually upgrading this bad boy up to something a bit bigger, to be honest, so it can handle it better. So there we go. We've finished up the far field with lime. I'm going to swap tractors out here so we get the bad boy down below and leave the Duets up here. Not that the Duets is bad by any means. It's just smaller. And come on. There we go. I just hope that it is powerful enough to handle this plow. I think it should be. I mean, we're a little over 200 horsepower with this. I think this plow, it doesn't require that much. We're going to find out in a second. I can't remember. Considering I had it at the start, I'm pretty sure I checked. Yeah, it's totally fine. Well, it's not totally fine, but it'll work. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, do your job. I'm going to hire a worker for that. I'll bounce out of that thing. We'll see what happens. I'm probably going to have to come back up and manage this. I don't think he's going to be able to do the turns. That's going to mess it all up, so... let's grab the Colossus over here. Run, 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 run. And we're going to go back down below and go grab the planter. The cedar. I think it's cedar on this one. So we'll grab the cedar. We got some oats to plant. We got oats! I need to feed some horses. Let's get on it. Perfect. All wrapped up down here. Let's go grab our cedar so we can get on with the oats. Oats. Oh, man, it's the second time I've dinged that trailer. I gotta move that thing. I gotta put that someplace else. So this Colossus, I was thinking about this the other day, and it's got a different driving option. So let me just show you here. We can do this, and we can swap this whole thing around and drive in, well, essentially in reverse. Now, I don't really know of a reason to do this. Is there something I'm missing, guys? What do we usually do this for? I was trying to find a good reason to do this and plant with it this way. I don't have one. I mean, it's nice to be able to move it around with the rear. Maybe that's what was the nice option to do with it. But, because you're rear wheel steer now, it does make life a little easier in some instances to turn it around. I don't know. I really don't know if this is better for anything or not. Oh, like it's certainly more difficult for me to pull this out of the garage. I don't know if I can do this in reverse. Yeah, because when I crank it over, it's going to put it into the wall. I can't get it out this way. Anyways, I always thought this was interesting. I never ever use the tractor in this configuration. And I got to thinking, well, maybe I should try. But now the more I think about it, the more difficult this is going to be. And I'm stuck completely right now. Alright, let's get this out of here. I'm not going to bother with that right now. There's no point whatsoever in me doing that. But I just thought that was interesting. Yep, definitely can't think of a reason why I would use that. I just don't get it. There's got to be something that would be a little bit easier to use that when you have that rear wheel steer. But when you've got four-wheel steer, like right now, I think we should have four-wheel steer on. That doesn't even look like we do, actually. Did I turn it off? We have four-wheel steer as an option on here. But anyways, I digress. It's kind of irrelevant. I don't think we need to worry about that. Doesn't make that much of a difference, I don't think. Now, that being said, when we flip around, the weight all goes up on the front wheels, so that would definitely assist with some things. As you can see right on the back here, we got those plates. I'm going to go up to the top. Let's go right up to the top. But anyways, so all that weight would go right over the front wheels then. Maybe that's more of what it is, but then at the same time, your tires are going backwards, essentially. and you get more grip with the tires in the direction we're currently going. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, let's unload this over here. You can see we still have 77 and 82% on this one. I need to switch this to, oh, there we go. So we still got lots of seed on this. I haven't refilled this. I think our little planting area is still good to go. I'm not too concerned about that. Looks good. Fire it up. I need to clean this thing too, don't I? It's a bit of a mess. We're counterclockwise this time. Let's change it up a little bit. And away we go. So oats up here, it should be fertilized twice now since we did the manure and slurry on this field. I shouldn't need to touch this other than for weeds. That's not bad. We'll have this done in a couple days. Well, game time at least. I'll see what else we need to get done, but I really need to get this for the horses. I just looked at our production, our food production. The horses need some food pretty quick. That being said, I think tomorrow I'm going to have horses that are at 100% or very close to there. So we're probably going to be selling a couple more horses, maybe buying a few more. Maybe 3? I might go with 3 at a time. I don't know yet. I need to do some math, and I'm not good at that, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do a headline on this one. Yeah, why not? Wrap it down and around. Awesome. Doesn't look like the Kloss has the script for getting lime on top of it. It just gets muddier. That's unfortunate. Cool. Anyways, guys, we've got, well, a little bit of work to do in this field. I gotta go check on our plowing because I know he's messed up for sure on that other field. But I'm not too concerned about that. We'll see how he's making do. But we'll get through this field in a bit here. Shouldn't take us too long. It's only 9 o'clock. Pretty productive day so far. Let's keep on rocking. So we're about halfway done this field. This is such a big field. It's so deceiving. I don't know what it is about this field. I always think it's going to be quick and simple, but we're only halfway done. We still got a little bit to do. It's lunchtime. Stopping up at the top of the hill for a quick lunch break. The Dudes is done over on the far side. Yeah, we should be good with plowing for the time being at least. This little plow, I don't know. I got to see if I can find something a bit better than this. It's not bad, but you know, we're not going to need to plow for quite a while in theory, unless we make some fields or something along those lines, or perhaps we buy a bigger field. I think we've got enough fields for our animals for what we're using it for. I just need to find a better way of making some cash, and yeah, maybe crops might be the way to go. Apparently wool and silage right now are just not the way to go. Oh man, so you can kind of see the size difference between these two tractors here. Like, this is the Dudes. Obviously, it's actually a fairly good size, tractor. But this Kloss, I mean, look at the size of the hood, where it sits in comparison, and the tires are just massive. I don't know, after you've been driving it for a couple hours, it feels like it's small. I don't know what it is, it just feels like it's not a large tractor anymore until you kind of bring it up beside what you consider a good sized tractor, and then all of a sudden, it just kind of pales in comparison, the size difference. Anyways, we need to get back to work here. We need to finish off, well, this field, number 1. And not only that, but we got something else to take care of. Man, I've got to clean up down at the farm. I've got bales everywhere down there. That's one thing I do need to kind of clean up on. So let's go down there once we get this guy set up, and we'll fix that all up as well. Might as well hire someone to do this. It's not going to cost us a whole heck of a lot. We've already got the seed. He's used about 30%, I guess, of the seed that was in there. It's not bad. Let's see if I can set him up perfectly. Hopefully that's not going to run into any issues. You know what? We better go and do the first row ourselves. Anyways, I'm going to work on this for 5 seconds and then get somebody to take care of it for us. He can finish it off. That'll be a little bit of a time. I mean, he'll have to do probably half a dozen passes here to get through this field. But it shouldn't be too long. We'll go down to the home barn there and take care of those bales I want to clean up. Alright, so we've got a few bales that we definitely need to go and take care of. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. It's not bad. I've taken a few earlier. Ooh. It's just we have quite a few more of our grass bales that are causing us... it's not an issue, it's just they're kind of in the way. I've knocked them over about, I don't know, half a dozen times now. Kind of like what we've been doing with our wool here. Speaking of which, we got a ton of wool. We got an absolute ton. I'm waiting for another big sale, and we're going to go drop all that off. Alright, let's drop this here. And we need to grab our little bale grabber there. Where is that one? There she is. Perfect. Got that. And now let's see. We got that. Opens that way. There we go. So it does open up. Perfect. Just making sure that one still opens up. You never know. Alright, let's go grab these bales. I think I've got 4 that I want to toss. Oh, watch out for the wall. Let's try that again. We've got 4 that we need to get rid of. There's not a lot back there, but there's just a couple for sure that I've moved out of the way last time I knocked them all down. And we might as well sell them off. It's nice to have on this particular farm. We have a sell point right inside the farm that I didn't need to purchase. That's kind of handy. Alright, let's see what's going to grab nicely here. If I can just grab this first one right off the bat, that would be fantastic. That'll work. That'll do. Nice. I do like this little bale grabber. It's not bad. Spin it around. You can see how many bales we got sitting here, but they're kind of in the way. And like I said, I've got them all backwards here. This should be our hay bale. Should be down here. Our grass bale should be on the far side. I've mixed them completely up. Not very smart. Let's go see what we're going to get for this. Now, the other ones I was getting about $400 for. We'll see what we get for this one. Okay. Almost 600. Wow, okay, we're going to sell a lot more of these. That's wicked. $600 a bale. Wow, that's not bad at all. That makes way more sense than selling them for silage. That's awesome. Awesome, yes, we're going to make some money. All right, I'm going to go sell a whole bunch of these off because we can cut grass till the cows... Oh, well, the cows are home, I guess. But you know what I mean. All right, let's grab a couple more of these bales and sell these off. Nice. Oh, $600 a bale. That's actually not bad at all. I could probably make a tidy little profit off of this without thinking too much about it. That's not bad. Cool. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for us today. I'm going to sell some bales off, make some more money. We'll see how far we go with that. But, I mean, it's give us a couple extra grand at least, right? But, yeah, like I said, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to drop a like for me. If you're not a subscriber, guys, don't forget to subscribe. You know how the saying goes. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. This is Klutch. Bailing out.